high priests of Israel would go out in the morning mist to find the manna from heaven. Those of you who have had the opportunity to study carefully will know that the word manna from heaven actually means mushrooms.
The manna from heaven was actually a mushroom, psilocybin, the magic mushroom. And there's many books have been written about the subject of the magic mushroom in the Middle East. And I think we all know that in the Middle East there is the problem with hashish, and the drugs have been floating around the Middle East for thousands of years. We find in the scriptures that that which is referred to as manna from heaven is a word which means mushroom. Therefore, the high priest of God would go out in the morning, and of course, that's where mushrooms grow, is in the mist, in the dew, in the morning. And they would pick the mushroom, manna from heaven, and of course, consuming the manna from heaven, they began to talk to God. As we see pictured here, a drawing of the high priest of Israel, you will notice that he is wearing a peculiar headdress. The headdress is because of the manna from heaven that the high priest consumed in their worship. The Hebrew god El was in fact a more ancient Semitic god, Saturn. Brought out very well for us here in Archive Orientali. Here we find in this excellent article that the Star of David, the hexagram, is actually the star of Saturn. And that's why today Hebrews worship on Saturday, Christians worship on the sun's day. Still a disturbance among religious circles today as to what the correct day of worship is the Saturday or Sunday. Well, it just depends on whether you're worshiping Saturn, the old ancient Hebrew god, or the Son of God, the light of the world, on Sunday.